Select one underlined word or phrase that needs to be changed to make the sentence correct, or indicate that none of the underlined parts are in error. I passed 4 long hours at the airport, waiting for a delayed flight that, in the end, was completely cancelled. Let's go through each choice to see if there's a mistake that needs correcting. B. I passed 4 long hours. Right away, we see an error. Although this is a common mistake in English, it's incorrect to say I passed 4 hours. This format has us use an active verb, and pass here is passive. The correct verb in this context would be spent, as in, I spent 4 long hours at the airport. If we want to keep pass, we could change it to the passive tense and write 4 long hours passed at the airport, instead of keeping it in the active tense and saying, I did something. Seeing as this choice has an error, it's likely our answer, but we can take a look at the remaining choices just to be sure. C. In the end. This phrase is grammatically correct and spelled correctly. In addition, it's also appropriately set off by commas. This is what's considered to be an adverbial phrase. That is, it describes the verb was cancelled. However, it's also a parenthetical phrase, meaning it's not essential to the meaning of the sentence. As English grammar rules dictate a parenthetical phrase must be set off by commas, which we can see is the case here, we can mark this choice off. And D. Was completely cancelled. Again, we don't see any issues in this phrase. Although at first glance it might seem excessive to say completely cancelled instead of just cancelled, when we take into account that the sentence first describes the flight as originally just delayed, it does make sense in the end to say it was ultimately completely cancelled. This being the case, we can mark this choice off and mark our original answer, choice B, as our final answer.